जय भीम, जय संविधान, जय लोकतंत्र, जय भारत। हेलो दोस्तों, जय भीम, जय संविधान, जय लोकतंत्र, जय भारत। मैं आपकी दोस्त संध्या मैम। आज मैं पढ़ूंगी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आर्टिकल 371E एंड 371F। 371E सिर्फ एक लाइन का है और अभी मैं इसको जस्ट अभी फिनिश करती हूँ। 371E Establishment of Central University in Andhra Pradesh. Parliament may by law provide for the establishment of university in the state of Andhra Pradesh. 371F Special provisions with respect to the state of Sikkim. 371F Special provisions with respect to the state of Sikkim, जो बताता है कि 371 सिक्किम राज्य के संबंध में विशेष उपबंध। और इससे पहले मैं इसको बता देती हूँ 371E Establishment of Central University in Andhra Pradesh. Parliament may by law provide for the establishment of university in the state of आंध्र प्रदेश। 371 हुआ आंध्र प्रदेश में केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय की स्थापना संसद विधि द्वारा आंध्र प्रदेश राज्य में एक विश्वविद्यालय की स्थापना के लिए उपबंध कर सकेगी। तो अब मैं पढ़ लेती हूँ इसको विस्तार से 371F को। स्पेशल प्रोविजंस विद रेस्पेक्ट टू द स्टेट ऑफ सिक्किम, notwithstanding anything this constitution. Number A, the legislative assembly of the states of Sikkim shall consist of not less than 30 members. Number B, as from the date of commencement of the constitution, 36th Amendment Act 1975, hereafter in this article referred to as the appointment or the commencement of the constitution, 36th Amendment Act 1925, hereafter in this article referred to as the appointed day. Number 1, the Assembly for Sikkim formed as a result of the elections held in Sikkim in April 1974 with 32 members elected in the said elections, thereafter referred to as the sitting members, shall be deemed to be the Legislative Assembly of the State of Sikkim, duly constituted under this Constitution. Number 2, the sitting members shall be deemed to be the members of the Legislative Assembly of the State of Sikkim, duly elected under this Constitution. And number 3, the said Legislative Assembly of the State of Sikkim shall exercise the powers and performs the function of the Legislative Assembly of a state under this constitution. Number C, in the case of the assembly deemed to be the legislative assembly of the state of Sikkim under clause B, the reference to the period of 5 years in the clause first of article 172 shall be construed as references to a period of 4 years, and the said period of the 4 years shall be deemed to commence from the appointed date. Number D, until other provisions are made by Parliament by law, there shall be allotted to the state of Sikkim one seat in the House of the People, and the state of Sikkim shall form one parliamentary constituency to be called the Parliamentary Constituency for Sikkim. Number E, the representative of the state of Sikkim in the House of the People in existence on the appointed day shall be elected by the membership of the shall be appointed by the members of the Legislative Assembly of the state of Sikkim. Number F, Parliament may, for the purposes of the protecting the rights and interests of the different sections of the population of Sikkim, make provision for the number of seats in the Legislative Assembly of the state of Sikkim which may be filled by candidates belonging to belonging to the such sections, and for the delimitation for the delimitation of the assembly constituencies from which candidates belonging to the such sections alone may stand for the election to the Legislative Assembly of the state of Sikkim. Number G, the governor of Sikkim shall have special responsibility for a peace and for an equitable arrangement for ensuring the social and economic advancement of different sections of the population of Sikkim, and in the discharge of his special responsibility under this clause, the governor of Sikkim shall subject to such directions as the parliament may from time to time deem fit to issue act in his discretion. Number H, all property and the assets whether within or outside the territories and comprised in the state of Sikkim which immediately before the appointed day were vested in the government of the Sikkim or in any other authority or in any person for the purposes of the government of Sikkim shall as from the appointed day vest in the government of the state of Sikkim. Number 1, the High Court functioning as such immediately before the appointed day in the territories comprised in the state of Sikkim shall on from the appointed day be deemed to be the High Court for the state of Sikkim. Number J, all courts of civil, criminal and revenue jurisdictions, all authorities and all officers, judicial, executive and ministerial throughout the territory of the state of Sikkim shall continue on and form the appointed day to exercise their respectively functions subject to the provisions of this constitution. Number K, all laws in form immediately before the appointed day in the territories comprised in the state of Sikkim or any part thereof shall continue to be in force therein until amended or repealed by the competent legislature or other competent authority. Number L, for the purpose of facilitating the applications of any such law as is referred to in the clause K, in relation to the administration of the state of Sikkim, and for the purpose of the bringing the provisions of any such law into accord with the provisions of this constitution, the president may within 2 years from the appointed day by order make such adaptations and modifications of the within 2 years from the appointed day by order make such adaptations and modifications of the law, whether by way of repeal or amendment as may be necessary or expedient, and there the law, whether by way of repeal or amendment as may be necessary or expedient, and there the law, and there upon every such law shall have effect subject to the adaptations and modifications so made, and any such adaptations or modification shall not be questioned in any court of law. Number M. Neither the Supreme Court nor any other court shall have jurisdiction in respect of any dispute or other matter arising out of any treaty, agreement, engagement, or other similar, any dispute or other matter arising out of any treaty, agreement, or engagement or other similar instrument relating to Sikkim which was entered into or executed before the appointed day, and to which the government of India or any of its predecessor governments was a party, and to which the government of India, so this clause shall be construed to derogate from the provisions of Article 143. Number N. The President may by public notification extend with such restrictions or modifications as he thinks fit to the state of Sikkim any enactment which is in force in a state in India at the date of the notification. Number O. If any difficulty arises in giving effect to any of the foregoing provisions of this article, the President may by order do anything including any adaptation or modification of any other article which appears to him to be necessary for the purpose of removing that difficulty, provided that no such order shall be made after the expiry of 2 years from the appointed day. Number P. All things done and all actions taken in or in the relation to the state of Sikkim or the territories comprised therein during the period commencing on the appointed day and ending immediately before the date on which the Constitution 36th Amendment Act 1975 receives the assent before the date. Assent of the President shall in so far as they are in the conformity with the provisions of this Constitution as amended by the Constitution 36th Amendment Act 1975 be deemed for all purposes to have been validly done or taken under this Constitution as so amended. तो ये तो आज हुआ 370 F आर्टिकल। अब मैं कल इसको हिंदी में पढ़ूंगी, इसी पे वीडियो बनाऊंगी क्योंकि आर्टिकल लंबा है काफ़ी। तो ठीक है, थैंक यू। जय भीम, जय संविधान, जय लोकतंत्र। हाँ, मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, लाइक शेयर एंड कमेंट्स प्लीज़, और संविधान को पढ़ते रहें और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एजुकेशन अवेयरनेस को घर घर पहुंचाने के लिए संविधान को पढ़ें और फिर पब्लिक डोमेन में रखें उन मुद्दों को, पब्लिक डोमेन में उन मुद्दों को रखें और अच्छे से संविधान की जानकारी हासिल करें और अवेयरनेस फैलाएं। थैंक यू। जय भीम।